Hello, everyone. Welcome in, Joy friends. Welcome to the Joyful House. Thank you for joining me tonight, Tuesday, January the 14th, for Joyful Adventures in Crafting. Hope everyone has had a wonderful day and hope the start of your week is going even better. Let's see who we have in the Joyful House tonight, who we can nug on. If you are new here, welcome in. So great to have you. Don't let nugs scare you. That is just great big old hugs around the neck. And if you're a returning friend, welcome back. So glad to have you here and spend some quality time with you. All right, we have here in the Joyful House Miss Paula, hello and welcome in. And Candy is here with us. Nuggies, nuggies, nuggies. And Angela, the beautiful Angela, is here with us. Mwah. Welcome in, Angela. She says, hi, Cynthia, and everyone in the chat. How are y'all doing tonight? I am doing fine, drinking water, and still working on my blanket. Guess what, Angela? Me too. We'll just keep working on it together, right? We'll encourage one another and motivate each other along. And hello, we've got the lovely Wanda in the house with us. She says, trying to get out of California. You guys, please keep her and all of California in your prayers, as not only are they probably battling like weather conditions, but they're battling fires as well. So let's continue to pray for everyone, whether we know them or not, in California, praying that the fires will come to a safe end and there'll be no more destruction and no more loss. Be careful, Wanda. Welcome in. We've got Pebbles here with us. Mwah, mwah. So good to see you again. Welcome to the Joyful family. So good to have you here. She says, spreading love, joy, happiness, and prayers. I love it, my friend. I love it. I love it. And she's saying peaceful, safe passage to Wanda. Absolutely. We've got Tiffany here with us. Hello, Tiffany. Welcome in. She's just stopping in to leave my thumb and say, I hope you all have a wonderful time hanging out. I got to go pick up hubby from work again. Nugs. Well, so glad that you were here and at least gave us an opportunity to give you a great big nug, my friend. Hello, Carla. Welcome in. So good to see you. And everyone is greeting each other. Thank you guys so much. I know I say it every time, but I cannot say it enough. I love the fact that you not only come in and greet me as the host, but that you reach out and greet one another in the chat. That just makes my heart smile so much. Thank you, Carla. You're so sweet. She says, Wanda, I hope you get out of there safely. Yes, yes. Got Dawn P in the house. Hello, mwah, mwah, my beautiful friend. So good to see you. And she says, hello, all you beautiful people. That's right. Everyone here is beautiful. Dawn nailed it. And we've got Kim in the house with us. Hello, Kim from Southern Winter. Again, so glad that you have found the Joyful House and you are spending time with us. And Miss Paula, nugs, nugs, nugs. Ooh, Miss Paula, Miss Paula. Oh, it is very cold, she says, 17 degrees. The high today here was 53. And every time a client opened that door, it just was like, brr. And I said to my boss, I said, you know, I'm so grateful that it's not in the 30s and 40s like it has been. Excuse me. The last couple of days. And he says, yeah, but 54, 53, 54 should feel warmer than this. And I said, it should, but it doesn't. Guess what? It probably is warmer because 17 degrees, you guys. Hang in there, Miss Paula. We'll pray for spring to come soon. Everyone is continuing to greet each other. We've got the beautiful Ivy in the house, you guys. We're going to make sure we end on time tonight so we can go over to Ivy and Jen's house. Ivy, whose house is it at tonight? And Ivy, if you will drop the word joy, so Nightbot will shout you out, I would appreciate that. That way we can make sure everyone does a joyful raid over to you and Jen at the top of the hour. Oh, wow. Wanda said the winds really kicked up today. Be safe, my friend. I know how, well, not personally, because I've never drove an 18-wheeler, but I know what it's like on my little, smaller vehicle. And when those winds start whipping, it can actually shift and move that vehicle. I cannot imagine with an 18-wheeler. So definitely be careful. And I know you are. You always are. You've been doing this for a long time, but still praying for your safety. And Angela's saying hello to Ivy. And Candy says, Paula, I'll trade my 10 degrees for your 17. Every little bit helps, right, Candy? Oh my gosh. And Ivy is saying hello to everyone. Thank you, Ivy. That makes my heart smile so big. And up, just the word joy, love. If you'll just drop just the word joy. Oh, there it is. Oh, isn't that something? He still did it. I love that. Well, there is Ivy's channel, you guys. So please, please make sure you go over there and share some love with them tonight. Always have a great time over there. Candy says, every time I see a truck, I say a prayer first for all the truck drivers. Amen. Amen. Only 60. I started to say how you kind of stomped on my parade the other night and told me I had 2 months to wait for spring. And I thought, no, I'll be nice. I'll be nice. My friend. But you know what? It does help to know that there's 64 more days so we can actually count them down. But y'all, 64 more days. But you know what? At the same token, I don't want it rushing by. I already feel like 2025 is just like skipping along. And I want to stroll. 2024 went by way too fast. I want to stroll through 2025. And if that means enduring this cold weather a little bit longer, I will do it. But I want to stroll. I don't want to skip. I don't want to run. I want to stroll through 2025. I got a lot I want to do, and I need time. Right, Kim? Jeez. It's a long time to wait. That's right, Dawn. We can count it down. Very, very true. Very, very true. Hello, Miss Doris. Welcome into the Joyful House. So glad you're here tonight. Mwah, mwah. All right. Guess what? I am already at the bottom of the chat. So what should we do first? I'm going to let y'all tell me. Do you want to talk projects that I'm supposed to be working on? Or do you want to do the giveaway wheel and add our names? Or do you want to go jump right into community makes and bloopers? Well, blooper. There's only one blooper tonight. Didn't do a whole lot of videos this past week because I spent the better part of probably 2 full days in the studio, and I have completely redone it. And last night when I was visiting with the Joy team, Miss Ivy was the first to figure out what was different behind me. Dawn says, didn't get my finished item done in time tonight. That's all right. There's next week, right? I would love to have it. And thank you that you care enough to get that to me. But she says, I got some homework done. That's great because I didn't get any of my homework done yet. And she's referring to the mystery make-along that the Joy team is working on. And next Monday night on the channel, you will all get to see the showcase of the Joy team's mystery make-along project number 5. And so I cannot wait for that to air and show off all their great works. But remember, if you have a finished object, I would love for you to email it to me so that I can share it out in the Joyful Adventures in Crafting Live, which is right now. We do this every Tuesday. So if you finish something and you want to get it out to me, I would love to have it so I can not only see it, be inspired, but share it as well with our group of friends. And I apologize, my throat is acting all kind of funny. Hello, Miss Nancy. Welcome in. So good to see you. Didn't get to see you very long last night, so I am glad that you are here tonight with us. And I'm getting my book all opened up. So it'll be ready for the wheel. Well, no one has said what they want to do first. So thank you, Pebbles, for saying hello to Miss Nancy. So I guess I'll go ahead and show you my projects that I was supposed to be working on and the progress I've made from them. And then we'll head to the wheel, and then we'll show our community friends makes, and then we'll start wrapping it up. Sounds like not much to talk about, but we do. All right. Dawn says, I want to see pretty things. Well, if you want to see pretty things, then the first thing I should show is our community makes. So Miss Dawn has put in a request, and I thank you for doing that. That way we can change it up. It doesn't have to be a set pattern of how we do things. So thank you. It's what I like about movie night. You guys get to determine how the course of the night goes. It's completely out of my hands, and I love that. So thank you, Dawn. So let's go back to the drawing board and let me get this ready. And we're going to go look at everyone's pretty makes. I do need to update it in the description box, but I do want to thank Carla and Sonja because they are our community makers for tonight. Candy says, so Friday I mentioned a low blood pressure. My cardiologist said take half a pill when it is low. Thank you for that update, and that makes sense. That makes sense. And before we jump over to that video, we're going to do some dancing. I don't personally know of any birthdays this week, but if you happen to be in the chat and you have a birthday this week, let me know. If you don't think I have your birthday, I hope that you will let me know either in the chat or send me an email, because I do like honoring you on your special day and doing all kinds of dancing and shouting out for you, because what great is a birthday if we don't celebrate it, right? But first, let's do some dancing for Miss Nancy. Miss Nancy has been a member of the Joy team for 21 months. It won't be long, and before we know it, she'll be celebrating her 2-year anniversary. So if you will, join me as we do a little bit of dancing for Miss Nancy. Excuse me, my throat. Right, Dawn, she says, awesome, Candy. Hopefully it is helping. Let's hope so. Carla says, that's awesome, Nancy. Well, just to be on the safe side, in case we have someone celebrating a birthday, let's do our birthday dance. All right. I love it, Doris. I always love Doris and Mr. Joyful's emojis. Look at that. It's dancing. I love it. Wow, that is so cool, Miss Doris. That took some skill to make that one. I love it. I love it. Hello and welcome in, beautiful Samantha. Mwah. So good to see you. Samantha, are you staying warm? Are you staying warm up there? It is cold. All right, let me present screen and we will share beautiful makes from our friends. Thank you guys for welcoming Samantha in. She says, can you please pray for my mom? She has the flu. Absolutely. As soon as I get this video going, Samantha, I will write it down. The only time I really pray on the channel is during Bible chats, but I will definitely pray for her. And I'm so sorry. I'm trying to see what this is telling me, why it's not letting me share screen. Bear with me. This site will be able to see the content. Oh, I want them to see the contents of my screen. Why is it not sharing? There we go. Wow, that was kind of strange. It wouldn't let me share. All right. And let me make it full screen. And here we go. Good afternoon, Joy friends. Welcome back to the Joyful House, and thank you for joining me for Once Upon a Storybook as we continue reading Anne of Avonlea. My name is Cynthia with Cynthia's Joyful Creations, and today we are going to be reading Chapter 20, The Way It Often Happens, and Chapter 21, Sweet Miss Lavender. All right. The Way It Often Happens. Anne rose betimes the next morning and blithely greeted the fresh day. When the banners of the sunrise were shaken triumphantly across the pearly skies, Green Gables lay in a pool of sunshine, flecked with the dancing shadows of poplar and willow. Beyond the lane was Mr. Harrison's wheat field, a great wind-rippled expanse of pale gold. Probably shouldn't do that. All right. I want to thank again Carla and Sonja for sharing their makes with us, and I will get them down in the description box after the live is finished. All right, let's go back to the chat a minute, and then I have a couple other things to share with you, and then I'll bring out my blankets that I've been working on and show you the progress. And Miss Paula is celebrating 15 months of being on the Joy team. So Miss Paula, let's do some dancing for you as well. Hello, Sunita. Welcome into the Joyful House. Mwah. How are you? Are you staying warm, my friend? I hope you are staying warm. I know it is very, very cold where you are. Do you actually have snow? Thank you guys for welcoming Sunita and Paula in. Love it, love it. Right, Pebbles? She says, it's good to see you, Sunita. Right, Candy? Didn't she do an amazing job? Carla, Candy loves the cowboy blanket. I think they both were just outstanding. True, true talent there. I am Samantha. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. Samantha said she loved the cowboy blanket as well. You know what? It makes my heart smile not only when you guys come in and welcome each other, but when you actually express, you know, your enthusiasm and your excitement and just acknowledging the skill that they have given to make these things. I appreciate that. But you know, it also takes a lot of courage to shout out the things that you've done. And so I really, really appreciate Sonja and Carla both for sharing this week. I appreciate all of you that shared last week. Oh my goodness, we had so many makes that our share video was rather long, and that was exciting. So I thank you again. And again, if you've not shared something yet, what you waiting for? No, I seriously hope that you will share what you've finished and accomplished. Right, Angela? They did do a beautiful job, all of them. Dora says, it's actually in my keyboard. There's the emoji key, and it has different options for the little guys. I just picked one, no skill. Shh, you didn't have to tell us that. No, but you know what? I do appreciate sincerely all the emojis that you and Mr. Joyful share, both Friday nights and here. It really helps to liven up the live, and I appreciate it so much. Mateo is in the Joyful House. Hello, Mateo. Welcome in. So good to see you on this Tuesday. And Carla says, thank you, Candy. My daughters are big cowboy fans. Well, I know they truly treasure that blanket, Carla. And Pebbles says she loves that blanket, Carla. And saying hello to Mateo. Thank you. Candy says, Carla, my late husband loved the Cowboys. Oh, nice. Everyone is saying hello. And KCraft49 is here with us. Hello and welcome into the Joyful House. So good to see you. All right. And Laura is here with us. Hello, Laura. Welcome in. So glad you're here. I have to go back with in ads, but I am sure they were gorgeous. Well, Miss Nancy, it was short enough. I can definitely play it again. It just will take me a second to pull it up, but I will be happy to share that again. It was so short. Just give me a second to get it pulled up. Because your girl had closed it up. And let me make it full screen. All right, here we go. Welcome back to the Joyful House, and thank you for joining me for Once Upon a Storybook as we continue reading Anne Avenue. My name is Cynthia with Cynthia's Joyful Creation, and today we are going to be reading Chapter 20, The Way It Often Happens, and Chapter 21, Sweet Miss Lavender. All right. The Way It Often Happens. Anne rose betimes the next morning and blithely greeted the fresh day. When the banners of the sunrise were shaken triumphantly across the pearly skies, green Gables lay in a pool of sunshine, flecked with the dancing shadows of poplar and willow. Beyond the lane was Mr. Harrison's wheat field, a great wind-rippled expanse of pale gold. Probably shouldn't do that. All right. That was our makes that were shared and our one solitary single blooper. All right. Let me go back up in the chat and find my way. All right. I did, Samantha, and I actually put a little chat in the chat, or a comment in the chat box for you. All right. Yes, Nancy. Gorgeous, true talent. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that with her. All right. Thank you, Nancy, for praying for Samantha's mom. I know we have a play date tomorrow. I always look forward to our play dates. And speaking of play dates, I still have some play dates left in the month of January. If you've not taken one yet and you would like to, or if you've never done one, I would love to have a play date with you. We just meet in my private Zoom room, just one-on-one, hang out together. So I've got a couple left, and of course, towards the end of the month, I'll put more out for February. And if there happens to be a play date that just doesn't work with your schedule, if you want to send me an email and give me like maybe possibly, 3 days and times that work for you, I'll see what I can do. I used to be able to offer more morning play dates, but of course, now that I'm full-time, which I have been for almost 10 months, y'all, can y'all believe it's already been 10 months since I took on my position full-time from part-time? But anyway, I work 9 to 5. Well, actually, I work 8 to 5. I'm so used to telling clients I work 9 to 5. We don't tell them that I'm there at 8. We don't open till 9. So I'm used to saying 9 to 5, but I work 8 to 5. And I try to take a lunch break from 1 to 2. And anyway, that's Monday through Thursday. So I can do some morning play dates on Friday. I try not to do anything on Saturday and Sunday because I try to give that time to Mr. Joyful and my family, because most of the time I work and then I come home and I come straight into the studio, and I'm usually doing a live every night. The only exception is Wednesday nights. However, Wednesday nights, I go to another content creator's house and spend time with them. So it's a pretty busy week, but I would love to have some one-on-one time with you, and I'm willing to try and make something work. Whether I got to get up a little bit early or try to do it on my lunch break, or maybe squeeze an hour in on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon or something like that. As long as Mr. Joyful and I don't have something going on. But I am willing to do what it takes to make it work if you would like to have some one-on-one time with moi. Ivy says love bloopers, right? And most of the time, Ivy, I have a ton, but I'm doing more lives now than I am uploaded videos. So my bloopers are not as many, although y'all know, those of you that have been in lives with me, there's been plenty of bloopers in the lives, but it's live and we have to go with it. I could go back and take some of those out of the lives, especially, last Monday's Joy Team. Oh my gosh, was that a blooper filled live? It was a blooper filled live. All right. Dawn says, time flies when you don't think about it. I know, right? I mean, to even make it more surreal, we were talking the other day, and y'all, can you believe it's been 5 years since the pandemic started? Oh my gosh, it's hard to believe that 5 years have already passed and we survived. We survived it. That is so surreal to me. All right, I got a couple more little shout outs I want to do, and then we're going to head over to the giveaway wheel and put some names on there for the end of the month. And hopefully yours is one of them. And if not, hopefully yours will be some next week. All right. And if you're not sure what that's about, you can ask, but I'm at that point where I'm not explaining unless someone asks. But y'all know I don't mind explaining. All right. If you will join me, I want to do a couple quick shout outs for two of our Joy team members that are celebrating their 1-year anniversaries. And the first one is our lovely Kate. And I just got to get over to the right place. So bear with me. And I forgot that I have it only uploaded on movie night stuff. So you're going to see my background change for a moment, but that is okay. All right, let's shout out Miss Kate. Yay. Thank you, Miss Kate, for all of your love and your support. Our second Joy team member that is celebrating their 1-year anniversary is none other than the love of my life, Mr. Joyful. Will y'all help me dance for Mr. Joyful? And I am so excited. We have so many new people that are finding the Joyful House and finding their way over. And I'm praying that they are leaving just like you with more joy than what you came in with. But I'm excited that we have all these new friends that are coming over and spending time with us. I do want to do a little shout out for them. And we had several more that have come into the Joyful House. They will have their first shout out on the video this coming Friday during movie night intermission. So I hope that you'll join us for that. And so if you will, help me celebrate some of our new Joy friends. All right. Because we have so many new people, I just want to kind of go over just real quickly, and then we're going to head over to the wheel and share some of the things, the main highlights on the channel. As you know, Tuesday nights we have Joyful Adventures in Crafting. On Thursday evenings in my private Zoom room, we show the episode for Anne with an E that correlates with the trivia questions for the next night on Friday for movie night. And if you have not participated in a watch party and you would like to join us in watching that episode, all you have to do is email me. And once you email me, you'll automatically receive that email for the next time without having to request it. But you have to request it at least once. And that way I know I have your email address. Then on Friday nights, we come together and we have movie night. And all of this happens at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Tuesday night, Joyful Adventures and Crafting is at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. The watch party is at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And movie night begins at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Sunday afternoons at 4 o'clock, we have an uploaded video for Once Upon a Storybook. And we are currently in book 2 of Anne of Green Gables, which is based off of the Anne with an E series. Pardon me, y'all. How rude to burp in public. But anyway, we are on book 2. There is a playlist if you would like to go back and listen to our book 1 and catch up with us in book 2. There are 7 books. So we'll continue going through those. We go through at least 2 chapters a week. So that's about maybe a 20, 30-minute listen. So a great time to sit down and take a break, breathe, and work on a project. Monday nights at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, that is when the Joy team meets. And every Monday night we come together. We work on a mystery make-along. That's right. They don't know what they're creating until usually about halfway to 3/4 into the project. They start figuring it out, but I never reveal, of course, until we are at the very end. And then they get to turn their pictures in. They usually have about 2-3 weeks after we finish to get their pictures in. And if they turn in a picture of a completed mystery make-along for that month, they go on a wheel and we spin that wheel, and one of them will win the full mystery make-along kit for the upcoming month. And so we'll actually be doing that next Monday. So I'm excited to see who is going to be winning our February mystery make-along kit. Randomly throughout the week, the Joy team has what we call tea parties. And I've actually gone and updated the membership perks for my 4 tiers that I have. So if you are a part of the Joy team, you might want to go check out your tier and see what has changed, because something changed on every tier. Most of them, you all gained different little perks. I am excited that my highest tier, which is the Joy Riders, will start receiving their Joy Rides again. You know, we had to kind of quit doing that for the Joy team and for the channel. When Todd's mom came to live with us, it was quite a transition and we just kind of got out of it. But we will be starting that back. And at the current moment, it will remain for the Joy Riders, since that is the name of their tier and that is one of their major perks. Also, for the 2 higher tiers, I will be starting a special monthly live with them. It's called Soaring with the Eagles. And I haven't done a really great job of doing it tonight, but we've got several of those eagles in the house with us. And that's one thing I'll start doing is when they come in, I will say an eagle has landed, just to give them a little bit more recognition. And to my knowledge right now, that is Wanda and Tiffany and Kim. So we have currently 3 eagles in the house tonight. And I think that pretty much catches up everything. So a lot of fun over here in the Joyful House. We're always doing something. All right. Y'all ready to go to the wheel? Hope you caught your joy word. It popped up earlier. And you know what to do with that. If you don't, you just need to ask either in the chat or in a comment afterwards. All right, as I'm getting that wheel up, I'm going to come over here and grab the chat and try to catch up with it. Did I play Mr. Joyful twice, Candy? Oh my goodness. So I didn't play Kate's? Miss Doris, I love your emojis. You guys, if I did not play Kate's, let me know, because I do need to play that because she deserves to have hers played. So I'm taking it that that's what you're saying, Candy, is I played Mr. Joyful twice. And it's funny because I'm noticing that I still have the movie background up. Candy, Kate must have changed her name to Mr. Joyful for tonight. Well, I am so sorry, but thank you guys for setting me straight, because we want to make sure that hers is played. And just to make sure that I have it up here, and I should, I was leading into something. I forgot the first Friday night of the month, we have bingo in the Joyful House, and it starts at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then following that at 8:30 in my private Zoom room, we show a movie feature, and we call that Real Delight on Friday night. And while I am making sure I've got Miss Kate's video, because I want to make sure she gets her recognition, let me go ahead and play the feature that we will be doing in February, and that is February 7th. So bingo will be on February 7th, and Real Delight will follow it. And this is your feature for that night. And then I will play Miss Kate's, and then we'll go over to the wheel. Oh, bear with me, my chat jumped. There we go. All right. So as you can see, our Real Delight feature is going to be Ever After with Drew Barrymore and Angelica Houston. All right, this is for Kate, y'all. Thank you again for letting me know. I normally watch those when y'all are watching them, but I was writing down Samantha's mom because I didn't want to forget that. All right, let me get back over where I need to be. There we go. And let's get our wheel up. All right, so we have quite a few names to add tonight. Let me move my tea out the way. All right. Whoops. I always scroll the wrong one. All right, so we are down at the bottom. All right, the first person we are adding is Tina with Camper 14. She has 1 entry. Next is Tiffany, and she has 4 entries. And I'm going to grab her name right here, which I misspelled. So let's fix it. All right, she has 4 entries, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next is Vicky Oodles. And she has 2 entries. So 1 and 2. Next is Miss Sonja, and might be faster if I just type it out. She has 4 entries, so there's 2, 3, and 4. All right, next is Miss Mara, and she has 4 entries. And these are all coming from all the videos and lives from last Tuesday to present. So it's a 7-day turnover. All right, and Mateo has 1. And Miss Paula has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Miss Paula has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Miss Carla has 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Miss Wanda has 7. Let's try and do this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Miss Samantha has 8. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. All right. Next, Miss Laura has 2. Miss Angela has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Miss Angela has 8. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. Miss Doris has 2. And Kim, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And since we have so many Kims, I'm actually going to put Southern Winter so I make sure I've got that. So she has 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Hope with Hopeful Crafts has 1. Candy has 2. Taffy has 2. Dome P has 2. And Miss Diane, and I'm just going to put major here so I can make sure we separate all of the Dianes, although I've got it all written down in my book. But anyway, there we go. And that is everyone over the last 7 days. So I'm going to shuffle these really good. And as we get closer, I will let y'all know what date we'll be spinning the wheel. All right, let me save this. And then because I was working on the office/studio, I did not get a chance to update for the Joy team. And I told them we'd do it next Monday, but I'm going to go ahead and get them added so I can make sure they get their credit. So let me pull their wheel up and let's add them real quickly. Miss Sonja has earned 2 entries. 1, 2. And let's see. Miss Wanda has earned 4 entries. And I might just start doing everybody's on Tuesday night. And we'll just do it together. And Miss Paula has 1. And Dawn P, whoops, has 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's shuffle those as well. All right, and let's save. All right, so those are all the names for the last 7 days. I thank all of you for your comments, not just for getting on the wheel, but also for the fact that it helps me really, truly get to know some of you. And not only that, some of the stuff that you guys have shared about what you specifically like in that video or that live has truly touched me and it's given me the reassurance that I needed, because there's sometimes I get to a point that I'm like, is this really a segment I should keep doing? And is anyone really getting anything out of it? And one of the ones that I felt the most compelled to be doing, but felt like it was getting the lesser feedback, are the ones that greatly surprised me this week in those comments. And you'll know it because I do answer you back. The only time I don't really answer a comment is if you guys are congratulating, you know, someone like Kate or Mr. Joyful for their anniversary, or you're wishing them a happy birthday, or you're welcoming someone into the Joy team, because I've already done that. So I'm just acknowledging that you've acknowledged it and letting you know that I know that you've done that. But other than that, you're going to get a heartfelt comment back from me. So I thank you. I thank you for sharing, because some of you, I feel like, go above and beyond and let me know specifically something you really, really enjoyed. And some of you even listed more than one. So it really has been helpful in navigating some of the changes and some of what I plan on doing in the future. So I appreciate that feedback. And I'm glad that I'm able to reward it at the end of the month with a giveaway wheel for the channel and for the Joy team. All right, let's head over to the chat. It is at the top of the hour. I want to show you my blankets, and then we're going to head on out of here. Oh my gosh, see how much time flies when you're having fun? But I do want to go over and hang out with Jen and Ivy as well, because I have a lot of fun over there. And it's nice to be on the other side of the camera as well. So speaking of cameras, if you haven't seen it around the community, I have been invited to join a group of ladies this coming Saturday. So I am very much looking forward to that. All of my crafty supplies will be coming in the mail tomorrow, and I cannot wait for them to get here. But I will be joining the crafty ladies on Saturday evening, which is Pam from Be Creative Crafts and Nancy from Nancy's Little Treasures. And so I'm so thankful that they have invited me to come and be a part of their live again. And I cannot wait to do these crafts with them. So I hope you'll come join us. All right. I didn't ask y'all to drop emojis, but speaking of emojis, look at that. I love it, Miss Doris. So let me try and find my way back real quickly. And I found it. So we are caught up. So let me see here. Candy says, blame the meds for the burps. That's what I do. I'm just blaming my good dinner. Sonja says, hi all, long day, but a good one. Feeling much better. Hope all are well. Hello, beautiful. I hope you'll go back and catch the replay. We did show your wonderful and beautiful makes tonight. And I thank you again for sending those in so that we could share them. And so I have something to share. So you and Carla, I thank you again so much for being the ones to share your finished makes tonight. Doris says, thank you, Eagles. I love that. Love the eagle emojis. Oh no, Sonja knocked herself out the chat again. Pam, I was just talking about you. Did you hear that? I'm so excited. I cannot wait for Saturday night. Thank you so much for inviting me to come over to yours and Nancy's house. I cannot wait. All my stuff is arriving tomorrow. And I actually bought extras so I can make some and give them out on the channel. So I'm excited. Thank you guys for welcoming Pam in when she came in. Hello, Diane. How are you, Diane? I got your entries on the wheel. I hope you saw that. And also, as we're getting ready to close out, you guys, if you would like for Nightbot to shout out your channel, please drop the word joy. And if you'd like for Nightbot to give you a quick little bit of laughter, then drop the word giggle. Thank you, Dawn. They have been a great job in helping to support me and the channel. And I appreciate all of it. And I appreciate you because you had quite a few entries in there. Renee, welcome into the joyful house. Nugs. How are you, my beautiful friend? Thank you guys for welcoming Renee in. We are Samantha. That is next. And then we're going to scoot boot out of here and go over to our friends, Jen and Ivy, and celebrate the evening with them. Queen Bridget, how was your birthday? Did you have a great birthday? I'm sorry I missed your birthday party. Mr. Joyful and I were extremely busy Saturday. Almost everything, with the exception of the big yarn wall behind me, came out of this room, and then we put it back in a different way. I love it. I love it. I have so much space, and I got rid of so much unnecessary things. All of my yarn is now currently housed in here in the, I call it the studio. Mr. Joyful calls it my office. Nonetheless, in this room, all of my yarn is in this room finally. That means I've either done a great job of giving it away, sharing it, or using it. So yay. Still got a lot. All right. Thank you guys for welcoming Bridget in when she came in. Pam says, I did, and I'm excited to have you join us. I am so excited and honored that you guys asked me. We are going to have so much fun. Good night, Angela. Thank you for coming in and letting us nug on you and love on you. Hope you have a great evening. Thank you, Dawn, for welcoming everyone that is coming in, especially when I'm busy running my mouth. I have to share this because is this not too much? This is us as crafters. My New Year's resolution is to stop leaving things so late, right? Oh, thank you, Bridget. I know you guys had a great time because you're just a wonderful person. So how could they not have had a great time? Hello, beautiful Janice. Welcome into the joyful house. So good to have you. All right. Okay, so here are my blankets. First, remember there is the scrap blanket, and I'm supposed to light a candle every night and work on at least one row. So the joy, it is joy. You guys, I am so grateful that I'm making these changes. I don't make New Year's resolutions because I don't like breaking or making commitments that I cannot keep. But what I do like is making changes that are productive. And all except for Sunday night, I was a good girl. I shut my computer, my phone, anything electronic down at 10 o'clock every night since last Tuesday, except for Sunday night, because I just wanted to play over at Mara's house for a while. So I stayed at Mara's house until 11 o'clock. So I was an hour late, but I did light the candle and I still did crochet. I just didn't do a full row that night. However, I only had to add 7 rows to this blanket from last Tuesday to tonight, which would have been last night actually, because I haven't done tonight yet because it's not bedtime yet. And I did. I actually added 10 rows and just a little bit of 11th row. So this is how the blanket looks now. So this little scrap blanket is coming along, and all of this is going to be scraps. But this is it so far, and I love it. This little yarn right here, you're eventually going to see this yarn come out again because this is yarn left over from what I call my Turtle Bay blanket. And I've got all of that set done except for a turtle applique on the blanket. I've got the turtle amigurumi done. I've got the blanket done. So eventually you'll see that yarn again, but that is scrap yarn that was left over from my Turtle Bay blanket. And I cannot wait to share that. But that'll be coming up after I finish Stranger Things, if the wheel chooses it. I think I have like 4 more unfinished whips on the wheel after Stranger Things. But of course, right now I'm working to get Stranger Things done. So y'all know I had 53 white single crochet rows to complete for this section. That's 240 stitches per row. That's a lot of white single crochet. Anyway, last week I was at row 20. I was starting row 20. I am currently starting row 30. So yes, I did not get it done, but I did get to add 10 rows. So I'll show you. Nothing majorly different other than just a larger white space. And actually I'm in the middle of the row, so technically I got 10.5 rows done. But that is it. It is coming along. So I'll just keep trying and hopefully I'll get the other. So I'm technically on row 31, finishing up row 31. So that means what? I have 22 rows left, 22.5 rows. So I'm going to try very, very hard to get those 22.5 rows done by next Tuesday. And then we'll be able to start the picture graph for this section. But anyway, at least I made progress, and that's all that matters, right? Because I do have to remind y'all that I'm also currently working on the mystery make along with the Joy team for January, but I always make a prototype of the mystery make along project. So I'm also currently behind the scenes working on February's. I am so sorry, y'all. But of course, I can't show those because of the fact that it is a mystery make along. So I cannot show those until we do the showcase. But anyway, so just keep in mind that I do have to work on those projects behind the scene and can't show anybody until like almost a month after we finish it. All right. Let me just check the chat and then we're going to head on out. Again, I'm going to apologize to Jen and Ivy for going just a little bit over. That's right, Dawn. Progress is progress. And I did make progress. But what I'm really enjoying is the fact that I am making myself shut down at 10 o'clock. I go get ready for bed. And then from 10:30 to 11, I've been crocheting. And if I'm still not quite in that zoning out mood, then I've been reading a chapter of a book. Sometimes I go right to sleep when I go to bed after I've done my little 30 minutes of crocheting. Sometimes I have to have that chapter. Sometimes I even read 2 chapters, but nonetheless, lights out completely at 11:30. And I think that's pretty decent since I'm trying to get up at 6:30, come in the studio and work on channel stuff before getting out and being at the office at 8 o'clock. So far, I'm doing somewhat good. But anyway, but I like that. I'm seeing a big change in my lifestyle by doing that. And I feel like I'm getting more, well, I know I'm getting more sleep because on average, I was getting maybe 4.5, 5 hours sleep. I've been averaging almost 7.5 to 8 hours sleep. And I mean, how could it not change my life? So, and I owe it all to you guys holding me accountable. So thank you. All right, check in the chat and then we're going to say goodnight. And don't forget, if you have something you want to share, I'd love to share it out. Thank you, Laura. She says, great job. Sonja says, love it. Rest is important. All right, you guys, I do appreciate you being here. I hope that you will go over and spend some time with Jen and Ivy. And if you had fun being here tonight, I would greatly appreciate you leaving your joy thummies on the live on your way out if you didn't on the way in. And of course, thank you as always for being here. I appreciate you so much. And I thank all of you for your support. Hope you caught your joy word. If not, do the replay and go get it. And I'll see you next week if I don't see you around in the community before then. All right. I'm looking for my little sign out. This could be a blooper. If anything, my bloopers is to show other content creators or people that are wanting to start doing content. You know, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be real, right? All right, you guys. I love you. Be joyful. Stay crafty in your own way. And make sure you do everything in your life with joy. All right. Nugs and joy. Mwah. Be joyful.